This is my last session this summer, and it's been a really fun experience with my smallest group, to be able to be a lot more intentional with them.
The people around at New Life is just, they're so wonderful, and they're just like, they balance me out so well, and they're just such like God-fearing Christians, and it's really great to just be around in this environment. My favorite part of Knee-High was probably so far giving my testimony at chapel.
My high is definitely the overnight. It was so much fun.
My high is definitely like working in the kitchen and like cooking things for everybody. I just had so much fun with that.
A lot of kids show up to Knee-High, honestly not really wanting to do Knee-High, not fully understanding what the work looks like, but just watching God transform their hearts. I mean, it's transformed mine.
Knee-High is kind of just learning about like how much better it is to be a servant than the one being served.
How we start off our sessions is we do chore crew in the afternoon, and that just looks like picking up trash around camp. And then we deep clean all of the public spaces. The next day we will do kitchen, which just looks like helping out the hourly and rest staff kitchen crew on cutting, sweeping, cooking. Most tedious is doing dishes, and then serving the kids, which is what my campers enjoy the most.
When you remind yourself that you're serving for God, it makes things a lot easier, because like back home I'm so lazy, but like constantly reminding yourself that doing it for the Lord, it's Lord work, then honestly it's honestly fun in a way.
The next day is, I guess, maintenance is what it's called, and we do kind of everything, like picking up sticks and trees, to mulching, to sweeping gravel off of the road, to just any little thing that they need us to do.
To pour into our kids in a spiritual manner, we love to do these program things that we have called Word, which is just an extended Bible study, which we normally spend about an hour and a half on. We have talkbacks that we discuss chapel and whatever the speaker was talking about that week and that night. We also just have work that we do, and like through the service and being with the kids, we're able to get to know them in their personal lives and connect their spiritual lives with their daily lives, and I'll teach them how to merge those two things together as they grow up.
I think Word is important because I think you just need to work on your relationship not only during chapel, but just all throughout the day.
The biggest piece of advice I would give to the Knee-Highs leaving is to, as we're going back into the school year, don't forget what you learned here. Remember the vulnerability, remember the tactics that we learned, remember the lessons that you learned about serving and how to do that in a loving way without complaining. Take all of these things and make it part of your daily life to serve, to love others, and to dive into community.
Look back at this time not just as like a joyful time of learning what community in Christ looks like, or of maybe realizing a little bit of humility, but instead of really letting this heart transformation transform the rest of your life. I'm sure you felt a camp high many a times if you've been a camper at New Life Ranch, but life with Jesus is so much more than that, and I want you to be okay with your failures and meet Jesus there, pick up your cross, say, it's okay, let me begin this day again and choose Him all over again, because that's what Christ does with us. Whenever we make mistakes, it's okay to humbly realize that, pick up your cross, and joyfully do it all over again.
Do Knee-High!
Do Knee-High. Go Dunamai.
Anything else you want to say?
Nothing much. Leo Chi, that's about it.